What are we starting?
Right now.
What am I doing?
What are you doing?
Oh. I'm just sanding down where the screw holes have popped out. Because as the lumber dries, as your house ages, the lumber dries out more and it ends up popping these screw holes out. So then it's really visible on your walls. Like here's one, it's really visible. So I'm just trying to get rid of some of those before we repaint the hallway and dining room here. So that hopefully you don't see that anymore.
No, you could actually get rid of those.
Well, you just need a little sweat, blood, and tears and some sandpaper and take them down. And yeah, and eventually they will completely disappear. Fuck, I should just go get that. Yeah, because you never got it shaken up, did you? Let me get my mixer.
What are you doing, honey?
Cutting. Should use a synthetic fiber brush. I prefer one with a tapered edge. And better to get something a little more high quality. You get what you pay for, so. Yeah, synthetic fiber, tapered edge. You also, typically with this stuff, you want to cut one section and then roll it soon after. You don't want to just let it dry out too much before you roll, because then you'll get the picture frame look.
Go ahead.
Well, the first time I just like to load the roller up good. Usually takes a bit for the paint or primer to get sucked into the roller really good. So I just kind of work it good. Squish that stuff in there.
So what's going on here?
Priming this wall. Because it's dark paint and you pretty well have to prime it if it's dark paint, and I've done patches on it, so those that at the very least have to be spot primed over the mud. But we're trying to get rid of this dark red. We're going with the lighter colors, so we're priming it to hide that dark red.
So what's your technique here?
Put it on the wall. I don't know, there's a lot of different techniques, I guess. I find that this works really well for me. And what I do is I put one full roller on every spot on the wall and feather it out. And that way, you know, you have proper coverage. And I don't know, some of these paint companies, they say you should do W's and all this weird shit. I don't know. This is what works for me.
So when do you know you have to put more paint on?
Experience. Well, when you're not leaving any more shit on the fucking wall. So that one I started at the bottom. I like to go back and forth between the top and the bottom. Distributes the paint or the primer a little more. Another thing, when you're rolling, you don't want to put a whole bunch of pressure on your roller. I'm basically just holding it against the wall without pressuring it, like ramming it into the wall. I'm basically just letting the roller do the work. I'm just doing the up and down motion. And I don't like to take my roller off unless I'm at the top or the bottom.
Oh, you mean it's always connected to the wall?
Yes. Because you'll leave little ridges where you pulled the roller off. It's essentially what you want to put on so that the paint has a good base to sit on. As long as we're not leaving ridges and stuff on it, it's going to seal up that old shit and provide a good base for the actual paint.